Hello everyone, today we are having a look at these 3 different map expansion packs for Cartographers or Cartographers Heroes. So basically they are map packs, they come with maps and potentially some extra stuff. So let's open this up. So this first one, the Nebulis Plane of Flames. So on the one side you've got the artwork, the other side you've got the new rules, and the reason for this is you have these volcano cards. So there's 3 cards in this pack. Let's just open it up. So you've got 3 cards in this pack, and these are going to add lava flow from the volcano. And then you've got the volcano that starts in the middle, and if we flick over we can see the other map with the volcano off to the side. So this map here, a bit of the back just come off, we don't need that. So it's a nice sort of way these are done, because you do have all the rules you need and it just nicely sits on top. 75 of these. Other than the lava, there's nothing really special about them, so it can be played with either. Just note that this one does actually come with a 1 cost for the time, whereas the others don't. It's a bit of an interesting one. Next up we have Plane of Knowledge, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce that without trying to read the back here. Don't know, we're just going to say Riffril, because it's something to do with a rift. So let's crack this one open. Pull that off. So again, we've got this front sheet with the rules. So in this case, it's because everything is on an island. Now, these are double-sided, so the map sheet's actually rotated on this one, which is quite cool. So you know, you still got your cartographer and shield and stuff and all the normal scoring, and then you actually have these islands that are all linked up in some way. Not quite sure how that works, but that's cool. And then if we open it up like this, you can actually see both maps at once. They are just a slightly different design. Sort of a big one up here, and then if I spin it around, you've got an interesting shape here as well to contend with. So you also are going to get these cards here. Let's open this one up. And these are some kind of island connection things, which is interesting. So these are some kind of scoring cards. So earning points for each island with a mountain space surrounded on all 4 sides. We've got one where it's for each filled space in the longest completed row on each island, and then this one you get 7 points for each island with at least one of those 4 types. So village, forest, farm and water space. That's pretty cool. Always good fun to have some of these, and they are all of this style objective, so just in case. So you can still use most of the normal ones. So yeah, that's quite a cool one. I'm just trying to see. It doesn't seem to say that there's much on here that you'd need to do. I would assume with less space that maybe you'd do less rounds, but just skimming that, I can't seem to see that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's why. So let's just bring this map in here. Just bring in one of these. You can see the squares are a lot smaller, so I think there's probably the same amount of squares on the islands as there are normally. They're just zoomed out a little bit. It's a pretty cool map and some cool scoring objectives that go with it. A little sad that you can't just use those at any time, but nevertheless still cool. And on to the third one, Undercity Depths of Sabik, which is it's pretty cool. It's got some more scoring cards and an interesting looking map. So let's crack into this one. Okay, so the front sheet with the rules. And then we have this, which is the below and above. So this is because this is two different sections. A little bit like with islands, you actually have to fill them in separately in terms of you can't have something going from top to bottom, which is quite an interesting thing. Do like that. Let's just have a quick look on the other side. Oh, so it's shifted that up and down a little bit and moved some of the mountains. So these two mountains, quite easy to actually to get around. I'm just trying to see, is there anything about getting down there that makes it harder? So this is an interesting one. You have to draw it when it's below. You have to actually draw it from some kind of contiguous route from the doorway below, which makes it quite interesting. So you know, actually these aren't necessarily that much easier because you've got to wiggle a route down here. You're not going to be doing that on your first turn. And let's have a look. We've got 3 of these objective cards as well. So let's crack into that. We have got ones for each completed row or column below ground. We've got one for 5 points for each different terrain type adjacent to the bottom edge of the map. And then finally, 5 points for each mountain space connected to a ruin space by a cluster of any type of terrain, which is quite cool. So you can see here, like, you've got to link some stuff up, and you know, you can get out to these. Again, it's not in this sort of first area, which is quite cool. Quite a cool little one there. Hoping to play these in the next couple of days, really. But how am I going to store these? Because if you're looking, and let's just pretend I'm worrying about the cards for a second. These are quite thick. If you notice, they are 3 full pads. 3 full pads. Well, that fits most of these. So if I was to take this out, this is my, I'm not sure which one, Cartographers, considering that's the Cartographers rulebook. If I was just to put all of these in, it would fill the box. I'd have no room for the cards, so the box lid would not fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split, and I'm going to take one of those out and put that in the Cartographer Heroes box. Now, if you have the fancy edition that has all of them together, you don't have this problem. But I do. Anyway, I think that works quite nicely. The box lid is going to go flat. Yeah, box lid closes flat with this, as will the other. You can just see it will close fine. And that is how I'm going to have my 2 sets. We're going to pretend all of the cards are in the box. And that is the Cartographer Heroes and Cartographers expansion map packs.